As you know, a bank statement is a summary of all the financial transactions that have occurred over a given period of time on an account. Boy, it's made up of columns of numbers, and one of those columns is what we call the debit column. And the numbers represented in this column have been removed from the account. That's the money that has been removed. Now, there are a lot of numbers in this column on my bank account, which is concerning me. And some of those numbers are really big. That's not good. As we read the Bible, we can see that it actually takes on some aspects of a spiritual bank account for each of us. The Bible says that Jesus took all of our sin, and that if we believe in Him, we are okay with God. The penalty for our sin has been deleted. Now, like the transfer of money between bank accounts, the debt of the consequences of our sin has been withdrawn from the accounts of all people, like you and me, and deposited into the account of Jesus. He then paid that debt, bearing the consequences of sin, death. So, why did God do all this? Well, because of God's love, because of God's grace. Now, grace is a fascinating biblical word. It means that God has given us an amazing gift, even though we didn't deserve it. Even though we are guilty of all sorts of sins against Him and not following His guidelines for our own good, He pardons us. And He deletes from our record any wrongdoing and deletes the penalty for that wrongdoing. We have been saved by grace. And because it's nothing that we deserve, there's no strutting around saying, look, I earned this, I deserve this. No way. Just a small understanding of how helpless we were to stop ourselves from sinning against God gives us some insight into the incredible grace that God has shown us by rescuing us.